Come on, let's do it. I got all this momentum. Come on. Alexa, play Spotify.
Sure. Here's Spotify.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. For spots in the NFC Championship game, this one is underway. And this will be a success, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action in this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Let's go, baby. 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running back sent in motion left. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap now to Young. He puts everything behind this. That's grabbed inside the 30. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown, and the score will stay at 6-0.
Let's go.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself.
Damn.
That missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Man in motion, headed right. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
1st and 10, around to Mixon. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. Nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Keeping it with Mixon. Into the 2nd level, past the 30. Escapes the defender. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play, and the Commanders will have a 1st.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle, and he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running left is Mixon. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets the kick though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. McKee looking to throw. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. This one's intended for the running back. So now it's going to be third and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he is on third and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up fourth and long. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt a field goal. It's a 29-yard long right down the middle for him. His kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of the opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. They can win by 3.
He fields it from the 8.
I'm dead.
He's got a lead up past the 30. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line.
Ali in his prime.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Walker now from the gun. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him a few yards on
Wish
that
that
run,
from me.
167.
I'm crying.
I think one thing you
Up
learn
to
too
the
is the
sky,
transition from college to the NFL. Not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a mental game, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's second and 7.
That's going to be easy. Damn, all right. We got to do better.
And a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice round catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, ball at the 36.
Wish that from me. I'm crying.
And up to Walker from the gun. And he's in the front for a gain of 2.
On my soul. Heart turn cold.
Here's the key, though. In the game, those types of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 34. Has it at the 7. And he's going to
What?
6 before he goes out.
I don't even know what the hell that was.
A big chunk of field, and it sets him up for the first and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They give up the gut to Walker. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Bullshit.
The Seahawks
Let's go.
switch their early lead to 9. Kenneth Walker, their touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. And this one thankfully knocks off the mark. He gets it to go. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. McKee now. He lofts it deep left. An alert play defensively there. Get a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. On shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Second and 10 now. He's got him. That's Mixon. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Again, left side. Here's Mixon. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. It's a 2-score game early. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it second and 4. On the ground again with Mixon. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to third down and 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the gun on third down.
What the fuck, man?
They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of first down.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home with a big sack.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They motion a receiver left. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
About time.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Out of the gun, Young. He puts some power on a deep one left. Big game downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 16-point ball game.
Shit, I gotta step up now. Alright.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead.
Damn. Damn.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away.
I gotta score and get the ball back.
Zone for a touchback.
We're not out.
First and 10 now from the 30. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. One play in, and his drive is already into enemy territory. McKee. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Away from trouble.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just 1 yard of the play. They're left with a long 3rd and 12.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, 3rd down. Throwing here, McKee. Escapes the pocket. Throwing deep for the end zone. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
This is an excellent job, Kate, right here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And great special teams execution on that punt. It's inside the 10, reaches the 8. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
It's Walker on the give. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst search forward for enough to go get that first couple before they could finally drag him down.
All right, set now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Panthers 60. Panthers check. Hurt.
Staying with Walker. And he'll take it forward for a small gain to about the 22. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks driving. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Young working from the gun. It is caught left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Let's go now. Track at 60. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Trying for the deep ball. This is brought in at the 50.
Why would he find
Does
it?
quite a bit of damage before they finally
Man.
take him down.
You know, Kid, we often talk about the field and special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there. Has them trending in the wrong direction.
You know what I call that king punch? Is you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
2nd and goal back to all the way up to the 14 here. Trying again, following the sack. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. You had to balance, focus in on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young on 3rd and goal. From the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal in and onto the field. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends the lead to 20.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And no return, and this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. McKee setting up to throw. It's caught by Chris Olave. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. McKee back to throw.
Man, what the fuck?
There's a man there. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Seahawks will take the interception across midfield before they
Man, that's weak.
down.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Downs for him from the 46. Play action now, Young. Throw complete to Lamb. What a hit! It's flattened to the ground. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap out of Young. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked on a guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout.
Oh, Seattle's having timeout.
For what's left of this half. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Case, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust and still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that, all falls course of the ball, sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half is certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the carry, this is Mixon. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
2nd and 4. Has his man. It's Mixon. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Working quickly here. From the 45 on 2nd down. And oh, someone steps in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
Well, that's now 2 picks they've gotten him for picks in this game. He's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bravo 80.
Now Walker. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Young throwing here. Cut out left. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 36.
What is going?
Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Sure seems like
He's passing all over us.
Going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Slot man motioned over. Young on 1st and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Handoff running left, Walker. And he's going to be taken down right around the 39. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Alexa, volume up. Alexa, volume up.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now again to Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't matter first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A give to Mixon up the middle. Jukes one defender. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have the key on the run.
Here's McKee. He's on the move. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Rookie quarterback Gronk threw it away their last drive. Seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. To be a rookie quarterback, he of him his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starts from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
We're going to be open, Luke, right?
To throw, McKee. And they pick him off again. And the Seahawks, they're going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over it, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Buys time, rolling right. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And it's a sack as he heads out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's go. 19
Out of the gun, Young. Stays in the pop. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skill players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
He's trying to push the field. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Running left, here's Walker. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on the 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Young on the play action. Walker holds it in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Kenneth Walker, their touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive 4-1 right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to use his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? There's more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, and more than likely for more games to come.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running it with Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a pickup of 7 yards, and it takes us to the end of our third quarter. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Commanders with it, facing the end of their postseason as they trail. Second and 3 now. Keeping it with Mixon. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Offense up to the line fast. It's Mixon on second down. And he crosses out of bounds, and now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap, because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll roll here following the penalty. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught the line. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught for the first. And they take it down right along the 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying to throw here out of the gun. It's caught at the 4. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to stay at the 5-yard line. From the red zone now. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. They will be Johnny on the spot.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Can't manage even a yard on 2nd and goal, and they'll have 3rd and goal from the 5. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Again, this is Mixon. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Commanders putting up points in a game decided. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stands, yet all their motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
The Commanders leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point try coming up. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the 2, and single-handedly shaves 8 points off that lead. Well, the win may be lost, but their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Ron.
Yeah, it's called a half to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running with Walker again. Has a lane inside the 25. And stop me if you've heard this before. They scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Seahawks are running them out of the building. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. This one is up and good. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running left is Mixon. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting a good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room, even getting out to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. McKee looking to throw. He's got him. That's Mixon. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing here, McKee. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
2nd and 10 now. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And they kick him off again. And the Seahawks will get it back with some time to work with. A warning. 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. This is Walker on 2nd. And another stop along the line. Defense with a great couple of back-to-back reps.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
On third down, it's Young. Locked his run deep downfield. Has it left side blocked, but the throw carried through close to that edge. They're going to say run it in. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well thrown.
So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth. They want to take one more look. So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. On the draw, it's Walker. Duke the defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
It is caught left side. Touchdown, Seattle. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue adding on to that lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here, shake off that previous INT. Lockett isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. After the sack, another pass on second down. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So several thousand drunk men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home.